So theoretically, we're both in the shot. We'll find out in just a moment.
Okay.
But anyway, this is yeah. Well, anyway, it's March
11th
of 2010. Well done. And we're here doing the intro for the incredible video we're doing for the NEA, regardless of whether we get the grant or not. I should stop saying that.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway.
When we get it.
That's true. Anyway, I'm Steve Schrum, the playwright of Dog Assassin, and with me is
Jeremy DePrisco, composer.
And we're meeting today for kind of an initial talk through of the script to talk about, my thoughts of the music, if I have any, or Jeremy's ideas that he's come up with so far. And so we're about to go up to the studio upstairs and discuss that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. And I guess you want me to say something witty at this point.
Or whatever. Or introductory.
Introductory.
Prior to the process of going upstairs.
Yes. I guess this time's a bit different because we are, I guess, more consciously planning the sessions to get together rather than just all online type
Right.
things.
Yeah, previous things were either songs that were already written,
Yeah.
like for Peer Gynt, or going back even farther, Iphigenia, with you creating MIDI files and sending them to me by email and me listening and sending comments back. But the complexity of this project is so intense that we really need to be in the same room for a lot of the discussion of things. Now, of course, you'll compose things without me. I've composed the lyrics without you present. But I think building things together is really going to be part of what this whole process is.
It's a lot more about having a lot more raw materials to bring to those in-person sessions and then chopping stuff down. Still getting some of the remote feedback as well, but I think these sessions will be key
Right.
to getting stuff.
And we've done some conversations on Skype or using Second Life as a jumping off place for another piece we were working on together. But this is one of those things where being in the same room at the same time without any lag, especially for Second Life, is really vital.
I don't know, you seem to be rezzing out a little bit there right now. Yes.
And I'll talk to you. Like
Yes.
this. Yeah. I got nothing else.
I don't really have anything else either.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I have a Mac, you have a Mac.
The Mac is all. So, I mean, this is basic. This date stamp. This is
The 11th.
11th of March 2010. And this is our first work session, actually. What was that?
2010.
A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
We've talked a little bit about things, relatively speaking, but now this is our first session. He has notes and a script. Very strange font, and we're going to start. Anyway, so, script.
Script.
We both have the same version now, so.
Which I have read, but then I separated the song
Right.
stuff, which
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
focusing on now.
Yeah.
So,
I need a pencil.
do you want me to talk about anything like that we've done so far in terms of the feedback you gave me on styles and stuff?
Sure. Recap.
So far, what I like to do is get an idea of what Steve wants in terms of styles. And over a number of email discussions, he pointed out certain song types or band styles that he was interested in, many of which I grew up listening to. So I already have in my collection, or if I didn't, I tried to get something in my collection similar to that as a reference. Probably the biggest one of those was the Camorra video of She. Camera, sorry.
That's how
which is
Claude
a,
Nolan says it.
Polish, Russian,
Polish vocalist, yeah.
Eastern European collaboration. Which, as a starting point, I don't know if we were that ambitious or going.
Well, I mean, a fully staged production would be,
Yeah.
part of what I did for the grant was get John Teacher, my scene designer now, as a prop designer to design the puppets, the dog puppets. So, I mean, it would be a fully realized stage production. So, but not with such Egyptian-looking. Well, actually, with such Egyptian-looking, because we got the Egyptians in here. Yeah.
But in terms of like how many, I don't know how many people they had in their choir, and they had,
well, I mean, sets. The whole Egyptian chorus comes in, but it's not that many people.
Not that
No.
many. So anyway,
Unless we can do this in Poland or
South America.
South America.
Yeah. So using that information, and some of those references were things such as Dream Theater, Porcupine Tree, Eden Song, all the classic rock and progressive rock bands from the 70s. You know, Yes, Pink Floyd, Genesis, King Crimson, Jethro Tull, a lot of those. And so basically using that as a starting point, what I did was I basically just printed out the songs. And as far as process, talking about process, I'm very visually driven, and it's kind of a handicap for me that I need to see just what I need to work on in the space in front of me. If there's anything else that's extraneous, it gets in my way. So I try to just get the lyrics in front of me in the concept, and then I start kind of making notes to go through. And these songs, many of which go to multiple pages, are difficult. But in my first pass, what I really wanted to do with this was approach it from two angles, and hopefully come through the middle with all the stuff that we need. Was one way that I write is I sit down with a guitar, usually just an acoustic, just to come up with riffs and ideas. And that's still an important part of my process, but I want to be careful of how I do that with this collection, because this whole thing doesn't strike me as being real folksy, and it doesn't necessarily have to be just because I come up with it on the acoustic guitar, but I want to make sure that I don't get too stuck in, this is a neat acoustic bit here. You know, I want to pull those riffs and everything out and then think of them in terms of the, maybe power trio with keyboard, type progressive rock thing that you're looking for.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, I've been doing a lot of research because my student is in the progressive rock band, as we know, and so I've been doing a lot of research into progressive rock anyway, because I really like the genre. But one of the things that happens all the time is a change from acoustic to synthesizer, acoustic to electronic, and so that can be. That fits right in with the whole genre of progressive rock.
And that was a huge attraction for me for the music of Jethro Tull, which basically based their whole genre on that type of acoustic, classically kind of motifed thing into a hard rock kind of thing, which I really like and can work with. So that's the first angle. The other angle is that I'm kind of insisting for myself that if there's any other sequencing or composition or any recording that's going to be involved for this, I really wanted to do it on the Mac. And I really wanted to force myself to learn some new techniques, learn some new aspects of Reason, which is the program I'm going to be using, to really work with things. And that makes it even more fun for me because I'm learning a new tool throughout the process. And then by using that program is really very electronic and very more of an amplified type feel. So that's going to give me that other side of things. So I think between the two, I'll have those two areas covered. Need some news from home. We don't want to stay. I've got a hairball. We need some news from home.
Take one.
We're in the attic working on Steve's next play. We got to get away. We need some news from home.
Oh boy. That's a flashback.
Yeah.